everybody, V here, and today we're going to be discussing another creepy story. However, this is not a story about a creepy cryptid, but rather a creepy location. In this video, we will be discussing Mel's Hole. Mel's Hole, as it is called, is a large hole on the property that is owned by Mel Waters. This story was first discussed on Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell in 1997. Art Bell had a radio show that started back in the early 1990s, which was on late at night and discussed paranormal encounters, unusual phenomena, cryptids, alien abductions, government secrets, and much, much more. On February 21st, 1997, Mel's Hole was first discussed on this radio show by a man claiming to be Mel, who called into the radio and then started reporting on the strange occurrences happening around this hole located on his rural property in Ellensburg, Washington. Mr. Waters told Art Bell that the hole was bottomless and had supernatural qualities. According to Mr. Waters, the hole is a natural formation on his rural property in Washington. When Mr. Waters first discovered the hole, he used it as a dumping ground. He would throw his trash into it, until one day he discovered that he did not hear the heavy stuff that he was throwing into it hit the bottom. After realizing that, Mr. Waters decided to use a fishing pole to measure the depth of the hole with a weighted line. The line, once thrown into it, went down past the depths of 80,000 feet, which surprised Mel. Even more weird is the strange phenomena that Mel has experienced around the hole. Mr. Waters has expressed that the hole did not produce an echo when yelled into. He has also stated that one of his neighbors threw a dead dog carcass into the hole, and then a couple of days later, Mel himself saw the dog alive while he was walking in the nearby woods. He stated that he knew that it was the same neighbor's dog because it was wearing a very familiar collar. However, Mr. Waters' own animals, including his dogs, refused to go anywhere near the hole. Mr. Waters has also stated that anytime he's brought a radio over to the area of the hole and tried to play one of his favorite radio channels, it refused to play the channel and instead played strange unknown voices and very old unrecognizable music. Mel also came back onto the Art Bell radio show 2 more times, in the year 2000 and 2002. He continued to make the extreme statements about this hole on his property. He then also claimed that when he would hold metal objects near the hole, they would abruptly become other types of metal. He also stated that he once saw a jet black colored beam shoot out of the hole one day. Mel stated that the government was trying to cover up the mysteries surrounding this hole, and that one day when he was walking to the area of his property, a man in a black suit walked up to him and told him that the area was being blocked off because of a plane crash, and that he would no longer be allowed near that area. Shortly after this event, the government paid Mel a large sum of money to buy his land and have him move off of it. One of the biggest issues with Mel's story is that he's continued to refuse to give anyone the exact location of the hole on his property. Many people, including several paranormal teams, has attempted to look for the hole with no success. However, one person who has stated that he has seen the hole for himself is Gerald Osborne, a Native American who goes by the name of Red Elk, has stated that he has been to Mel's Hole many times, starting in 1961. Mr. Osborne has stated that the U.S. government has a secret military base at Mel's Hole where they are studying alien activity. When people have asked Mr. Osborne to show them the location of the hole, he has stated that he no longer remembers where its precise location is anymore. A geologist by the name of Jack Powell from the Department of Natural Resources has stated that he does not believe that this type of hole can exist. He bases this off of his understanding of the way rocks and dirt behave together. He stated that the heat and the pressure that far underground would certainly cause the walls of the hole to collapse. Russians have drilled the deepest hole in history back in 1970 at the depth of 40,000 feet. While drilling out this hole, the Russians encountered all types of issues, such as rocks behaving as plastic and temperatures reaching 180 degrees Celsius. Because of these issues, they could not continue any further. These are just some of the reasons why geologists do not believe that this specific hole can exist. However, many people still believe that this hole is real and that what Mr. Waters had experienced while living on that property did happen. Conspiracy theorists believe that the hole does exist, and because of its supernatural qualities, the government had to step in and cover the whole thing up. Mel Waters now lives in Australia, where he still claims that this happened to him, and that the hole continues to exist somewhere in Ellensburg, Washington. My opinion of this case is that I believe that there are unexplained occurrences and phenomena happening on this planet. The rural areas of Washington are very dense and less populated by people, allowing weird and strange things like this to occur. I think that if this hole did exist or does exist, it most likely has been either covered up by the government to keep people away from its mysterious qualities, or nature itself has reclaimed it. It is well known that there are areas on the planet that have strange things going on, such as the House of Mystery in Oregon. These areas, for some reason, have strange occurrences happening there that science cannot explain. Because of areas like that, I do believe that this story could possibly be true, or at least parts of the story. Whether or not it was true that the hole could bring back the dead, I find that part a little hard to believe, but if you don't open your mind to impossible things, then you might miss something astonishing. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked this creepy story. If you would like more information about Mel'sHole, I will link all the articles that I got my information from in the description below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.